It was just another night for astronomer Jerry Ehman, scanning printouts of cosmic noise, until his eyes locked on a pattern that looked designed. For years, he and his team had heard only that, the cold, empty static of a universe that seemed utterly silent. Their mission was a desperate gamble, to use Ohio's Big Ear telescope to catch a single intelligent voice from the vast, dark void. He stared at the printout. His hand trembled as he grabbed a red pen, circling the anomalous code and writing the only word that fit. Wow! What had he found? In 1977, had this lonely telescope just received the first true message from the stars? This was no glitch. It was an unnatural, focused pulse of staggering energy, a beam of power that had seared itself onto the recording paper. The telescope was aimed at the silent channel of the universe, 1,420 megahertz, the frequency of hydrogen where all of space should be quiet. But the most chilling detail? The signal was exactly on that forbidden channel. Was this a cosmic coincidence, or was it a knock on the door? This was no whisper. It was an explosion of power, 30 times louder than any natural sound the universe could produce. What could create such a blast? It lasted for precisely 72 seconds, the exact time the Earth's rotation allowed the telescope to listen. Was that a coincidence? Or a perfectly timed calculation? The printout marked its signature, 6EQJ5. Was this just a technical reading? Or was it a name? A serial number? A message? The source was traced. It came from the distant heart of the Sagittarius constellation. But when they looked, there was nothing there. And then, as suddenly as it began, absolute silence. A sudden, terrifying void that was louder than the sound itself. The team frantically pointed the telescope back, but there was nothing. Only the same empty static. Had the sender vanished? Official reports were filed, questioned, and quietly buried. Was the pressure to find an easy answer hiding a much more terrifying one? Scientists struggled. What natural event could perfectly mimic the one frequency we chose for interstellar contact? How could nature know? The fear set in. The signal was untraceable to any object in our solar system. It wasn't a satellite. It wasn't a comet. It wasn't one of ours. It had traveled light years, yet its energy was still perfectly focused. What technology could send a beam that far without it breaking apart? This wasn't the scattered noise of a dying star. It was a transmission. Focused, powerful, and unmistakably deliberate. But why only once? Was the sender just passing by? Or did they get the response they were looking for? This was the wow signal, a 72-second riddle. Was it a brief, powerful message from a distant civilization? Or was it merely an interstellar ripple we were lucky or unlucky enough to catch?